who works in a rural part of Wales, to record as she went about her job yesterday.
So I've just arrived at my first client's house. It's 8 a.m. Morning! Are you okay? So, my client's up, dressed, and I'm just making her breakfast now, which is Weetabix with harbour bananas and prunes. That's the kettle brewed and the medication sorted out. And then wait for her to finish her breakfast and medication. And then I'll wash the pots, put them away. And then I'll fill in my paperwork. We do that for every house. We fill in a file on them. Arrival times and the time we leave. Bloods, medication, meals. And we do a daily report on basic information on what we've done while we're here. I'm just making her a cup of tea, taking with me, and her flask for the day. Yeah, that call was an hour call in the morning. Everything's okay, she's fine. Cheery lady, lovely to work with. And I'll be back later on to do her tea. So I've just left my client's house. It is 9 a.m. Just going to my car now to go to my next client's house. It's due in about 5 minutes' time. So I do split shifts, so I do a morning calls in the afternoon for about 5ish, do tea and bed calls. So I travel in the morning at 7 o'clock. I do my first call and then I get paid from my next call to my next call to my next call. Because I'm on a split shift, I have to travel back. I stay at home for a bit, I get some dinner, maybe have a couple of hours sleep if I've got time to. And then I've got to travel back, and then I do my last, usually around about 4 clients. And it's a lot, when you add it up, it's a lot of miles that I'm, and a lot of petrol that I'm using. My client's still asleep at the moment, so I'm going to prepare breakfast and get her clothes ready for her morning shower. I'll help her get dressed and then I'll sit her down and she'll have her breakfast and I'll do my paperwork. So that's breakfast and food served. I'm now going to go into the bedroom, empty the commode and make the bed. Open the curtains and the window a little bit, fresh air. I'll come back later on for dinner call. I'm on £10 an hour and I have 2 sons that are like 19 and 21 nearly. And one works in a restaurant, one works in a pub. Even they are on £11.50 to £12 an hour. And I've only just gone on to £10 an hour. It's just a struggle for everybody, not just me. Everyone's struggling. All care agencies that do the same job as us are probably all in the same one way or another.
That's Cheryl, a home care worker in Wales. Dr. Jane Townsend is the Chief Executive of the UK Home Care Association. It represents the home care providers. Dr. Townsend, welcome to yours. You can understand, can't you, why someone like Cheryl might leave? She'd earn more in a bar.
Exactly, yes. And some of the stories that we've heard from people drawing on services too are really heartbreaking. And we just need to make sure that we've got a system that fairly rewards and recognises the skill and experience that's needed for these care roles, and also provides the support that people need to live well at home.
As ever, we get an avalanche of listeners getting in touch whenever we discuss this subject, but just this one that's come in now. I'm a retired teacher. I worked as a caregiver for 5 years before I retired completely. Had a 0 hours contract, never knew how many hours I would work from fortnight to fortnight. Never knew what time I'd start or finish every day. Had to claim universal credit. If someone went into hospital, I would lose my hours. Unless they completely revamp caregivers' contracts, they will not be able to recruit or keep caregivers. Why aren't the conditions of service better? Why isn't the pay more?
For the state-funded part of the market, and that's 70% of all home care hours purchased, councils and the NHS who purchase that home care typically pay fee rates below the level that we need to be able to remunerate the care workers fairly and also to cover all of the other operating costs. So normally people pay just for the